what would you like to tell people about code quality?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think tests, test first or having a good test suite is super important, not just because it will save you from shipping things that are going to break and they're going to wake you up in the middle of the night because it broke. Um, but so if you learn anything today is that you need to invest in your test suite and you need to invest every week a little bit in your test suite and improving it and maintaining it, and that's gonna pay off in dividends like in the future when
Virtual
it's
high
time.
five. See,
Yeah,
chat, I
yeah.
told you.
If you're gonna upgrade a gem, it's gonna help you. If you want to refactor, it's gonna help you. It's just a safety net that we want to have every time we are working with a code base and we're there for the long haul.
And how do you kind of view the tests in relation to importance to the code? What's kind of your time split on working on those things?
Yeah, I think I would rather have a really good test suite and a very complex code base than very simple code but with no tests. I think as much as I care about the tests these days. Um, and in terms of I really like TDD. I don't do it religiously. I don't advise people to do it religiously. Sometimes you need to play with the interface, see how it works, do some manual QA. That's super helpful sometimes. But when you can't do TDD, I would recommend that you do it. It makes you think in a different way, makes you think about the edge cases before you even write the code. And then it can help you write even better code or code that it's easier to test because you wrote the test first.
Yeah. Oh, I certainly agree with that. I've been on my soapbox about TDD and importance of tests almost every episode. Um, so yeah, I mean, you and I are squarely in the same camp, which is great. And
So now Creston has to say like, no, the test suite sucks. I don't do TDD ever. It's a stupid practice. What are you guys thinking?
Well,
No.
I mean, the reality is if you want your system to go down or have severe bugs, then don't do tests.
yep,
Yes.
So it's
pretty
like,
much it.
yeah, because or have super high anxiety. Because if you're going to go in and change a piece of code that doesn't have tests against it, you're rolling the dice.
You're asking to never sleep again.
Yeah, and we still find teams out there and organizations that do not believe that investing in the test suite, investing time in the test suite is a good investment. Sometimes we pitch our potential clients like, "Hey, we can't work on the upgrade, but maybe we can work 4 weeks on improving your test suite, comparing your most used code to your test suite and seeing like, hey, you're really using all these actions and there's no code coverage for it. So maybe we can write tests for this and prioritize the code that is used a lot, but is not really tested in every single PR that you want to merge."
Out of curiosity, what tool do you use to track like which particular what are the hotspots of the code? What's being used a lot, like in terms of controllers or models, or what tool do you use to do that?
Yeah, so you can use just an APM like New Relic,
Okay, any of the
Skylight.
APMs. Okay. Yep.
Or another way to go about it would be to use a gem called Cover Band. It's like simple cov, but instead of using the test suite to tell you which actions are getting hit, it's using production usage. So you install the gem, you run it in production for a week, and then it basically generates like a simple cov report that tells you, you know, 90% of the code was hit in production this week. There's 10% of this code that was not used. And then you can find candidates for um, dead code. And then you can say like, hey, are we actually using this action because it didn't get used in a whole week? Maybe we can remove it. So those are the 2 ways I would recommend.
Okay. If you like this clip and want to watch another one, you can click right here. Or if you want to watch the full video, you can click here.